In June 1982, I was over on the west coast. I ran on my Triumph Hurricane, and I found the remains of this Model X Matchless lying in a garden. That's all that remained of it there. Tank, frame, bits of the engine, exhaust pipes, no wheels. And I started collecting all the parts, meeting a lot of very interesting people who I still know to this day. And I got obsessed with V-twins. I'd never seen a V-twin before apart from a Harley. Didn't know Britain made them. Every firm, Royal Enfield, Bruff Superior, Matchless, BSA, all made V-twins. And Matchless made some of the best. And there it was a year later. And I did it all in my garden shed. And there is the bike, and it's been all over Scotland for 24 years. The 1000 Matchless side valve V-twin Model X was built from the early 30s to 1939. This is a 1939 model. The thing I like about 30s bikes, they're just like a modern bike. They've got brakes, electric lights, they start easy, dynamo, 4-speed gearbox, basically like a 60s, 70s British bike, and very reliable. The early flat tankers, as we call them, like the 1914, they're a wee bit more primitive and take a lot more time getting set up before you go anywhere. Whereas this thing's kick and go. No wonder George Bruff wanted this engine for his SS80, and when Matchless converted them to overhead for the SS100. Morgan three-wheelers used them, OEC used them, very reliable engine. A year after I found it, it was on the road, and its first long run I took it back to the west coast to show the original owner. And in the book it told me to fill the gearbox with grease, which I did. It's a grease gearbox. I got 20 miles from my destination. The gearbox seized solid in a snowstorm. Little did I know, in cold weather you were meant to add oil to the gearbox. That was my initiation into vintage bikes. You learn very quickly all about them. I've had no more further problem with that. The selector had seized. I had to strip the gearbox in a lay-by, break the selector free and ride on in 3 gears. I got home, I sorted it, I've had no bother since. You learn very quickly with these things about maintenance and how to keep them running. And believe me, they don't break down very often if you go by the rules. It's a fantastic machine. I think it's my favourite bike of all time because it's so simple and it goes very well. Anyway, that's Matchless.